You don't have to live in pain anymore. This is the podcast where you'll learn the stories, tips, and tools to get back to your path to health. I'm Dr. Dudum. This is Back at It with Dr. Decompression.
Welcome. This is Dr. Dudum. This is the Back at It podcast with Dr. Decompression. I'm excited about this episode. It's a mental episode about results. This episode's brought to you by PillowWise USA, one of our sponsors, and Power Plate USA, amazing products that we use every day in the office here. They are helping bring this podcast to you, and please subscribe to the podcast to get up to date and pre-launch on when we drop the episodes every Monday so you can hear what's going on to take care of your back. Let's jump into it. Results take time. We're going to talk about time today. You know, we live in a society now, whether it's Ozempic and injections and losing weight super fast, or we want results at the gym really fast. We want everything faster. Our news on Twitter, everything's faster with news. The dopamine hits we get of fixing things faster, whether it's scrolling on Instagram or scrolling on TikTok, the videos are shorter now. Everything is faster and shorter and more direct. You know what's not faster and what's not shorter and what you can, right? You can accelerate your healing. But when you want to fix a problem the right way, you can't take shortcuts. Results take time. You cannot take shortcuts. This is a discussion I have every day in my clinic with patients. We set people up on 8 to 10 week programs. It's a short amount of time. You've had pain for 10 years. It's going to take 10 weeks to break that cycle. That's relative to how long the problem has been there, not very long. But 10 weeks seems like an eternity for people that have had this problem for 10 years. You can accelerate the healing process. Nutrition can be super beneficial, and the nutrition from 30 years ago to today is not even close. It's on a different planet. You can use red light therapy or laser therapy to accelerate healing. There's cryotherapy. Cold plunging is super hot right now, and there's a lot of posted benefits on cryotherapy and cold plunging. CBD, other healing things, they help accelerate, and the biohacking of all the things. It could be PEMF mats that we use at the office, power put, all these things are helping accelerate. But if you want to fix the root cause of your problem, it takes time. This isn't Ozempic where we do an injection and you magically lose 25 pounds in 2 weeks. If you want to fix the cause and you want sustained results, it takes time. Discussion I had with a patient. Let me show, actually, before we talk about that, let me show my favorite sign. Sorry for the listeners, for the viewers, check this out. To the listeners, I'm showing a smiley face below and a happy face up and diagonal to the right. So the sad face is, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling good. I have a problem. I want it fixed. I can't sleep. I can't be active with my kids. I can't exercise the way I want to. I may be waking up in the morning with sharp pain. My life is not where I want it to be. That's pretty much every patient we see. Upright, where we want to go is we want to be restful. We want to get sleep. We don't want to get turned in bed and have pain. We want to be present, and we want to be there with our children, not have pain and be irritable, whether it's our children, our spouse, our family. And then we want to feel strong. We don't want to feel vulnerable when we go to pick up a paperclip or bend down to pick up the soap in the shower that we're going to have a back flare up. So we want to feel strong. This path, guys, this is an interactive podcast episode. This path is not linear. It does not go into a straight line. This path, hey, you know what, doc, I can't believe it. In 1 week, I'm feeling really good. Next week, I don't know. I don't think this program is working. I don't think that this is going to work. Okay. 2 weeks later, holy cow, my mind is blown. I woke up, no pain. I slept through the night for the first time in 6 years. And then, I don't know, the last 2 nights haven't been great. It's a roller coaster. You go up and you go down. As long as the trajectory, as long as you are getting relief and it's improving and the process is happening, you are on the right path. The path is there. It's not a linear path. There's so many variables, guys. Sorry, I stepped away from the mic. There's so many variables. Time, how long has it been there? What complicating factors do you have? Is there degenerative disc disease? Do you have a disc herniation or an extrusion? Well, is there scar tissue forming around the extrusion? Has it been there for 2 years, or is it fresh? Did it just happen? That dictates your health. Do you sit all day for work? Do you travel for work? How's your nutrition? How do you sleep? Are you doing the corrective exercises that we're discussing? All these factors. I'm thinking of 2 patients that I want to talk about the healing process. Number 1, patient's been with me for 6 weeks. He's had this pain for 8 years, 3 disc herniations. He's been to 7 doctors. Let's repeat that. 7 doctors, 6 years. He is the worst he's ever been. 3 disc herniations. Now, we did the orthopedic, the evaluations. Those disc herniations and extrusions are causing his pain. Well, he's gone through the program. He's 6 weeks in. He was 30%. Now he's 70%. He's doing amazing. 70% better with low back pain, referring pain down his hamstrings to his calves in 6 weeks. Guys, that's amazing. Okay? He has a son. They were throwing the baseball together. They were playing, and his back flared up a little bit, and he went from 70% to 30 or 40%. He comes to me on Monday. Hey, doc, I don't know if this thing's working for me. I said, okay, why? Why is it not working for you? I don't know. I was doing something. It's not as good as it was. I said, okay, I totally get that. That's frustrating. Look, you've had this pain for 8 years. You did something. You stressed your body. Your body responded to the stress. Let's stay the course. If I have to make a change or adapt the treatment, I will do that. Now is not the time. He was in one of those dips. So the ending of the story is he comes in. I was like, hey, stay the course. We're in the same treatment. It's going to work. If we have to change it, we will, but just stay the course. It ebbs and flows. Maybe you were walking longer than you used to, or maybe you changed your diet that day. Your body was inflamed. You've had this pain for 7 years. It takes time to change the pattern of your body. Patient comes in 2 days later. Hey, doc, you were right. How was I right? I'm doing great, man. I'm like 80% better. The nerve pain in my legs is like, I'm awesome. It just don't sit at the reservoirs. There's reservoirs and there's peaks. Stay at the peaks. Focus on the improvement that you're getting in a short amount of time. Think about where you were, the pain you're having, and then think about what you're doing now and how much better it is. Okay? It's not a linear path. It goes up and down. As long as we're improving week by week, we're on a great path and you're going to make change. That's number 1. Number two, another patient who couldn't walk. He was in a cane, couldn't walk, 10 out of 10 pain, huge disc herniation. When I say huge, I mean about 1.4 millimeters. That's really freaking big, okay? After about 5 weeks, no cane. He's doing great. He has no cane. He's had this problem for 10 years. 10 years. For the first 4 weeks, he's doing better. He doesn't have a cane. He comes back in on Monday. I don't know, man. Comes in with a cane. Sit down. Hey, what's going on? I had a stressful weekend. The pain's back. I don't think it's going to get better. It's going to get better. You're in a peak. You're in a valley. It's going to get better. Stay the course. Stay positive. Do your stretches. It goes up and down. What happens the next week? He's 90% better. No cane. His nerve pain is completely gone. Okay? Stay the course. Now, if you're doing the same thing for 8 weeks and you're seeing no change, guys, different story. But just stay the course of treatment. It goes up and down, and results take time. Okay? Results take time. Stay positive. That's the podcast today. Stay positive. This episode, again, thanks to our sponsors by PillowWise and PowerPlate. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. And next episode, we're going to talk about centralization and retracing of pain. Why does a nerve pain in your foot start to come up into your knee, into your hip, and in your back? And what are things you can do at home to start centralizing and get past sciatica and referring pain into your leg? Thank you for watching and for listening. This is the Back at It podcast with Dr. Decompression. Thanks.